Boys are very low maintenance. Okay, Matthew, you'll need to sit down. Thank you, Matthew. I think you should too. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. This is the pudding pan, and we're very excited to put it on for you. It's the story of the cobbler and his wife, and they've just had a lovely dinner, and they've enjoyed the pudding which the wife made, and now they're relaxing after dinner, and neither one feels up to taking back the pudding pan. So that's where our play begins. Alexander is our cobbler this morning, and Huda is his wife, the dame. Irshad is our narrator, and Jashar is the bailiff. The bailiff is a policeman. William is the beggar, and you can tell who Shahad is. And Durbash is the neighbor, and Fuzail is the landlord. The landlord comes for his rent, and Emma is our beautiful customer. So we'll get started.
A room is cobbler's cottage. On one side is a cobbler's bench. On the other is a spinning wheel. The cobbler and his dame are sitting at the table in the middle of the room. They have just finished their meal.
That was a good pudding. Yes, but now it is all eaten. All is left is the pan with the baby would like left with. It is great trouble to give it back.
I do not call that much trouble.
Then why don't you do it?
I can't take it back. I must finish my shoe.
And I must finish my spinning.
If you were a good wife, you would take the pan back without any more talk.
If you were a good husband, you would take the pan without another word.
You must take it back.
Take it yourself.
Listen, wife, let us make a bargain. The first one in the street must carry back the pudding pan. Agreed?
Agreed.
She puts her finger on her lips. He does the same. She starts to spin. He hammers at the shoe. There is a knock at the door. Both jump up and open their mouths to say, come in. Then remembering, they both clap their hands over their mouths and sit down again. Another knock sounds. The cobbler starts to whistle. The dame starts to hum. The door opens and the customer comes in. She is a proud lady.
Good day to you, cobbler. I want you to make me a pair of shoes. They must be made small and fine, and the best red leather. Now shall the heels be high or low?
The cobbler claps his hand over his mouth. The customer grows angry.
I ask you, shall the heels be high or low? Well, why do you stagger like a great donkey? Can't you answer a plain question? Indeed, sir, if this is the way you treat your customer, you'll lose all your trade. As for me, going to the cobbler who lives down the road. Good.
With a stamp of her foot, she marches out. The dame laughs and points her finger at scorn at the cobbler. He shakes his fist at her. There is a knock at the door. The neighbor comes in. He looks about smiling.
Give a poor beggar a crumb. Ah, yonder on the table is a fat loaf. I can see that you are trying to good would not goodness from your man test. Since you do not say me nay, I will help myself. Ah, that is so good it would be a pity to leave the rest behind.
He puts the loaf in his wallet.
And here's a bit of cheese to go with the bread.
He puts the cheese in too.
And here's a jug of milk.
He picks up the jug and starts to drink. The dame runs
Ah,
out.
she's sitting me. She's sitting me.
The dame slams the door and returns to her place in a rage. The cobbler points his finger and shakes with laughter. There are more knocks at the door. The landlord comes in.
Good day, good night, cobbler and dame. I've come from the rent, if you please.
He looks from one to another.
Well, have you both grown deaf?
He crosses to the cobbler and shouts in his ear.
I want my rent.
The cobbler jumps up and puts his hands over his ears.
Doesn't that affect you? Then I'll try a good day.
He crosses to the maid and shouts in her ear.
I must have my rent.
The cobbler crosses to the landlord and shows him his pockets, which are empty.
What doesn't that... Enough of this nonsense. Either you pay me my rent or tell me the reason why you move on. And let's see if the bailiff can make you talk. Bailiff, oh bailiff, come here.
The bailiff comes in. He is fat and carries his staff.
What is the matter here?
This cobra is saying either pay me my rent or tell me the reason why I'm not. I think they both have a mind to go to jail.
The bailiff stands in front of the cobbler and wraps his staff on the floor.
Come now, my good man. You want to go to jail?
The cobbler shakes his head very hard.
Then why don't you say something?
The cobbler wrings his hands in despair. The bailiff goes over to the dame.
And you, my good dame, do you want to go to jail too?
The dame shakes her head very hard.
Then why don't you say something?
The dame wrings her hands in despair. The bailiff turns to the landlord.
Sir, this is very strange. It seems they have both been struck dumb. I think it's best to call a doctor.
The bailiff goes to the door, opens it, and calls.
Doctor, oh doctor, come here.
The doctor comes in. He wears spectacles and wears a black bag. When we put the doctor said,
These two poor fellows here, it seems they have both been struck dumb.
Now, I can have cat. If it very sad, I'm not fit into this. Now my good man put up your tongue.
cobbler puts out his tongue.
Strange, this time it's the normal time. Perhaps I will give it a medicine that will kill me.
The doctor gets a pill out of her bag. The cobbler makes a face, but at last swallows the pill. The dame laughs at him behind her head.
Now, my good thing put up your tongue. Strange, this time it's like a girl time. Perhaps I will give a dose of medicine.
He takes a bottle from his bag and pours out a spoonful. The dame makes a face, but at last swallows the dose. The cobbler laughs in his sleeve.
Now, I did speak I cannot hear.
Speak, will you pay the rent? Speak, will you go to jail?
All stare at the cobbler and his dame, who do not say a word. The neighbor opens the door and looks in.
Hello? Does anything heal them? We do not know if the deaf, dumb, or mad are all three together.
He beckons his friend in close to him and speaks in a loud whisper.
This sounds like magic.
Oh,
Magic? What is to be done?
Leave it to me. In twos, I long suspected his being as a witch. Now just painted Venice as a spell. If the witch's lay a spell, she can take it off again, but witches say she must be made to do. He crosses to the dame and threatens her with his whip. Dame, I bid you take off this spell at once, or I will do such a beating as will make your bones out.
Hold your hand or beat my wife. How dare you, villain!
You like that. Take that to put in the What does all this mean? Yeah, well, there's me and my good man, and if you actually cause it, this is a pudding pad, a simple pudding pad. Haha.
ho, ho.
The cause of all the fuss was just the pudding pan?
A simple pudding pan.
Bravo!
Thank you.